interactive show and a really lively show, but it is also about grief, and it's so good.
Tell me about developing the Bible of the show. Not a lot of actors like get to sort of jump into that process.
No, and now I'm like so obsessed with just creating something.
Creating,
Yeah.
right?
I like always want to be in a pitch room now. And I'm not very like good at it, but I just really enjoy conceiving something from the beginning and then being a part of a leadership process where people just respect one another and have like a really collaborative experience. But it was amazing. This whole season, these 2 seasons have been a masterclass for me in producing and understanding how everything gets made from from creating a pitch package to color correction
Wow.
and sound mixing, and I really enjoyed it.
The development went on. It was sort of it was at the show was at Showtime for a minute, and it was
Hmm.
being developed there. And then you guys got it back and did, which is also really rare in the TV industry, because if something goes somewhere and then for whatever reason doesn't make it through the development stage, that's where great ideas just go to die. Because
Hmm.
Yeah.
but what I love about the current, landscape of television is there's so many places for things to go. Because what actually gets on the air, particularly a network, so many of the time it doesn't have anything to do with the quality of the show. It has to do with what other studios are buying stuff
Or the
from, and
politics of it or whatever else.
exactly,
Or even if they have something that would compete with a show that they just bought that they
exactly.
think they're going to greenlight. It was really an interesting process because then when it got to Facebook, I was confused because it was something I wasn't aware of, that they had a streaming service, and then I was scared because of the comment part of it.
Hmm.
And what ended up happening was we created a show about grief. It also tackles mental illness and addiction, but not in like a really heavy-handed way. And like that's the only thing our show's about, but it's funny and has a good tone to it. Hopefully people feel that and there's some relief in it. But what's been incredible with it being on Facebook is instead of these comments being trolling or negative, it's created a community for people to connect with the show and with each other, because grief is an isolating experience, and because it's on Facebook, people have created these groups from watching the show, which is like that's all you want when you put a film or television or something out there. You just want people to talk about it and be touched or moved.